All right, everybody. How is everybody doing? Can everybody hear me? All right, can everybody hear me? How is everybody doing? A little. Oh man. So I'm gonna change this part of this to here. I reckon. For the time being, we're gonna put my camera. All right, so how's everybody doing? I think you can hear me better if I put on my mic here. I'll put my picture here. There you fucking go. All right, so you're losing money as usual. Well, mate, what's going on with you? With your trading? Go ahead. So let's look for some good setups, shall we? Shall we? Why are you losing money, mate? So, yeah, let's just go ahead and put on a fucking show. All right, so let's have a look at some gold. We're gonna have a look at gold because I mean, it's a very, very, very interesting zone we're trading in this market, right? Now, I mean, I wouldn't be a buyer here, but let me show you some cool stuff here. 17-minute chart, 30-minute chart will be 45-minute chart. That's fine. So we do have gold bouncing off of a very strong area of demand, right? Now let's have a look at some Fibonacci retracement levels and extensions, just to pinpoint if we are. I mean, this zone, to be completely and utterly honest, is not my preferred zone to be a buyer in this market. My preferred zone to be a buyer in this market is this one right here. Let me point, I'm going to show you later why this zone is my preferred zone. I reckon we are about at the 50% pullback, etc. Or 61.8, not even at the 61.8 if you notice, right? So Fibonacci retracement wise, I think that we can be for sure certain that we are not there yet, right? So I do believe that these people, that these buyers or short-term buyers are going to be stripped or swept. I need to figure out how to say that. 361.8, yeah, exactly. So a couple of extensions and well, if you notice, let me just get rid of this. So gold to me is just not there yet. It's not there yet. This is just sell side liquidity building up here. There's nothing that shows me really good strength in this market. Now, this zone right here, the one that I'm pointing out, is exactly my preferred area. Well, not this one actually. Let's have a good look at this. So we have a key pivotal level here. Key pivotal level. Like the one that we have here, but let me just delete this. Yeah, I mean, 79. The move that I am looking for is this one right here. Look at this. Hold on. This is the wrong one. This is the one that I want. Boom, 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 boom. So something like this, right? Something like this is what I'm looking at. BR Rohira. All right, let me ask about this. Let me ask about this. Yeah, so there's nothing to do here in gold other than wait for something to materialize, right? definitely not getting involved here in this market at this time, more so because this looks very flaggy. This looks very flaggy. So I am not deep buying gold in the at this moment. Possibly will be looking for sales if it materializes. GBP USD was something that I was looking for on the and I have been looking for a while, since Monday, I believe. So what I was looking, or I'm looking for, still are sales in this market. Believe it or not, I'm looking for sales in this market. Um, just let me show you how or why I'm looking for sales in this market. Right here, you can see the or the character of this market changing, meaning that um, well, I'm gonna do the entire thing, right? The character of this market changing. So, pretty much looking for that move towards this previous area of demand. I'm gonna eyeball it. Actually, no, I'm not gonna eyeball it. I'm not gonna eyeball it. I'm going to put. I'm going to actually pinpoint it. Um, where are you? Where are you? Here you are. So yeah, we got that change in character here. Now, what area of demand I'm looking for? The area of demand that I'm looking for is the one that created that change of character, right? Now let's pinpoint the shit out of this area. Where can you see order by orders being built up here? Well, mates, a pretty funny story that buy orders can be seen being built up here in this block. So this would be the area of demand that I am looking price to go back down to, right? 45-minute chart. So having said that, this is what I'm looking for. Now, um, what I'm looking for is for price to go down to this area, retest the zone, and then start its rally, right? So I'm trying to take advantage of this, right? So let's have a look at some key pivotal levels in this market. Key pivotal level in this market would be the 112.35 level. 112.35 level. Yeah. She is crazy. 112.35 level. Right, so 112.35 level. There's a couple of supplies. This supply zone looks good. Uh, uh, um, let's just have a look at some volume. I mean, it doesn't look that good actually. All right, so what do you guys reckon we should do here? What do you guys reckon we should do here? Something, I mean, I'm still looking for short to the pound USD, right? So this doesn't look that bad, right? This doesn't look that bad, like a 9R or something like that. Let's go to the 50-minute chart to pinpoint better possible entries here. Yeah, this doesn't look bad at all, man. This really doesn't look bad at all. But you know, I'm gonna have to wait for this. It's flag red already. So we'll come back. How could today's reports affect this pair? Do we want better or worse results to come? I reckon you're talking about the US dollar, right? Well, yeah. Why don't we look at what's going to come up here next? So we have inflation reports out of the U.S. We have inflation reports out of the U.S. The CPI numbers. Inflation is said to be higher than expected than last month. Right here. I mean, always read the open read. Consumer prices account for a majority of overall inflation. I mean, if you want to know how numbers are going to affect a currency, just read here, man. But I'll read with you. Consumer prices account for a majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices lead the central bank to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. So, higher than expected. CPI is good for the currency. We got CPI month over month, consumer price index year over year, and core CPI month over month. So, pretty important. The secret pre-sale will be announced soon. You have to be patient, Rohira. Be patient. Be patient. It's going to be a great thing, but you need to be patient. So let's go back to this now. On the US dollar Japanese yen side, I do have a pending order here that was sent to the VIPs. Pretty much not going to talk about it because it's for VIPs only. But that is a good thing. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at on crude oil because it's quite good. I got stopped out on my shorts in crude oil overnight, which is okay because I was only using 0.5%, 0.5% risk. I'm looking for longs now on this market due to this change in character of the market. I mean, just let me. I'm gonna delete this. I'm not gonna bore you with the details, but I'm looking at a dip towards my buy zone. I'm not getting involved at these levels. If I don't get triggered, I don't get triggered. That's fine. So I'm looking for this. So this is all right. So here, this is what I'm looking for. Actually, I'm going to put it here, right? This is what I'm looking for. Big imbalance here at the top of the move. I don't know if I'm gonna get triggered or not, but I mean that's okay. That's really and utterly fine. I'm not gonna trade outside of my plan, but this is what I'm looking for here in this market. Um, yeah, there's nothing else to say but this, right? Now we're going to get some slow markets, some very slow markets before the CPI data, right? So why don't we have a look at this, right? What happened the last time the CPI were released? In gold, I mean, this is going to be a good exercise, right? So gold, the last time the CPIs were released was when? On September 13, higher than expected consumer price index, right? So let's go to September 13th, just to see how price reacted to higher than expected CPI data. September 13, 1 month ago. Boom, 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 boom. Go to big dump in gold, a big dump in gold. Why don't we go ahead and look for August 10? So you can see August 10, boom. Pretty much boomerang move. But here in July 13, big beat. Oh, dump and then it came back down. So on the release, I mean, when CPI beats the market, we get gold dumping. So remember what I told you about this possible market just breaking to the downside? That might be the trigger today. So we are going to be trading those CPI, or at least I am going to trading those CPI numbers. We'll be sending those to my VIPs, of course. Yeah. If you want to be part of the VIP group, I mean, just it's 49, 45. How much is it? Why don't we go ahead and have a look? If you want to be part of the VIP group and get our signals, it's only £40 a month. With a 6-month subscription, it comes at $21.50. It's nothing. It's nothing, man. So let's have a look at the DXY. The DXY, it's in a terrible, terrible area. So keep pivotal level right here. Now, to me, the US dollar is bearish in the short term. Now, let me explain to you why. Now, this is quite interesting because this is the US dollar currency index, if you don't know. And I am looking for short-term shorts. I am looking for short-term shorts. So, oh boy. I'm sorry, but it's really early. I started my day around 1 a.m. today. And yesterday I had a dinner party, so I haven't slept too much. I am trying to quit coffee, so everything is a disaster right now in my mind. Yes, trading the CPI data is going to be great. September 13, why don't we have a look at what happened on the DXY on September 13? Boom, shaka, laka. September 13, CPI data, big bump in the US dollar. So higher than expected. Now here's the fucking thing, right? Higher than expected CPI data means higher than expected inflation numbers, right? The higher the CPI, the higher the inflation. So it's counterintuitive to think that and I'm gonna talk to you. Yes, I forgot about this. I'm gonna talk to you guys. So it's counterintuitive to think that that high inflation is going to be good for the currency, right? But no, the thing about this is that what's good for the currency is the effects of the Federal Reserve on this data. So that means that higher than expected CPI data means higher than expected inflation, which means that the market is going to be pricing in more rate hikes out of the Federal Reserve, which is bullish for the currency. That's why. Shit. I messed up this. That's funny. I love this thing, right? I love it. So, yes, Derek, you can pay for the signals in US dollar. Oh, you know what? That's something that, yes, you can pay in US dollars. It doesn't matter. I mean, guys, we only take credit cards or debit cards through Stripe, right? So if it says £40, it means that it's going to be converted into US dollars if you pay in US dollars, right? So yeah, you can pay in US dollars. And welcome to the team. Right. So that's what I'm looking for. So if it were CPI today, if it were CPI today, just technically speaking, I will be looking for short-term shorts in the US dollar. Right now, I'm not looking to trade the US dollar. I'm not looking to trade the US dollar, but I am keeping I am keeping my US dollar Japanese yen setup alive through CPI. I know that's crazy, but I might just cut my risk in half if I haven't, if I don't get triggered before CPI. So here you go. I'm sorry. You know what? I am not going to quit coffee. So, yeah, thank you. I am not going to quit coffee, so I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go. Get a cup of coffee. I will be right back. Okay, and there you go. There you go. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna make this a long show, so don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. You know what? I'm going to put, no, that's fine. I'm going to put on a text color background. Okay. There you go. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll leave you guys with this. am back. I am back. I am back. I am back. What's up? What is up? Cool. Derek, you are welcome. Good. So I'm back. I'm loving this U.S. crude oil, not U.S. crude oil. This U.S. oil, possible long. Let's see what happens, right? So the U.S. dollar, the Japanese yen keeps getting hammered and hammered and hammered. Just have a look at this, the daily chart. Not even the daily chart. Let's go to the weekly chart. Yeah, just have a look at this. From the highs, these are the pandemic highs. March 2020, this market has depreciated, mates. Wow, 33%. Wow. So the Japanese yen is bearish, to say the least, right? That's a good thing for my US dollar Japanese yen trade. There's nothing much to say here on this market other than we are looking for shorts. Uh-huh. So the US dollar, this move on the GBP USD should be quite good, in my opinion. I would love an entry, right? An entry. Let's grab the crosshair tool, right here. An entry. Let's see. Yes, around this level. This is where I would love an entry on the pound US dollar short. But and this would be, in fact, my friends, a US dollar long trade. Yeah, with CPI numbers, I'd rather wait for the CPI release and trade gold. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So gold. Someone asked about gold. Let me just invite everybody. Still live, mother. Sorry. So if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. That's a ton of that helps us out a ton. So if you haven't done so, subscribe to the channels, please. Am going to do gold. So gold, it's stuck in a range, right? I'm gonna do it from the beginning. Remove drawings. So on CPI data, right? I'm gonna start with the 1 hour chart. If you have any questions, just go ahead and send it on the chat, mates. I'm going to wait just a little bit to get everybody here because it's important. This is very important market on CPI. So this is what we're going to do. This is some good instant coffee. All right, I'm going to relax a little bit. No, I'm kidding. So this is gold. Let's wait. This is gold, guys, and yes, let's go back to those CPI numbers. So the cool thing about CPI is that we are only trading one release, right? The CPI, so it's very hard for the numbers to come back mixed. This is what happens in non-farm rate payrolls most of the time when we are trading job numbers, right? Actually, I'm going to talk to you on this one because it's important. it is important. So let's talk. Right. Unlike non-farm payrolls, when it comes to inflation data, we only trade inflation. So it's very hard for the data to come out mixed. So the moves on the market are much cleaner than non-farm payrolls, than doing non-farm payrolls. Why? Because during non-farm payrolls, the data most of the time comes out mixed. What does that mean? When the data comes out mixed, it means that we could have a growth in jobs, but a decay average hourly earning or an increase in unemployment numbers, right? So that is what a mixed data is all about. When the data comes out mixed, uh, it's very hard to trade high volatility events or high impact events because the market is mostly very, very choppy. But unlike non-farm payrolls, we are here trading only consumer price index, only inflation data. So it's very hard for CPI numbers to come out mixed. And the only way that it's going to come out mixed if the CPI numbers month over month are better than expected, and maybe the core CPI numbers month over month or year are not as good. But it's very hard for those numbers to not be aligned. So it's much cleaner to trade this high impact event than non-farm payroll. So that's why I much more prefer CPI numbers. I hope that helps. Right, so yeah, I hope that helps. Now, on to gold, guys. On to gold. Now, if you just join us, I am going to be trading the CPI numbers, and I am going to be sending, or I am going to send that signal to my VIPs. So, VIPs, no, hold on. Not Venmo. So VIPs, if you want that signal on gold during the CPI numbers, remember that last time the CPIs were released was in September 13th, right here. And this market dipped about in 1 hourly candle 161.6% or 289 pips. So if you're looking for such moves or such signals, just go ahead and subscribe to the VIP group, which I just sent a link into the chat. Now, CPI numbers are looking good, right? An increase in the CPIs. Well, they're not looking good. They're looking good for the US dollar, right? But not looking good for the overall economy, which because higher CPI numbers mean an increase in inflation. So we're going to look for levels to trade this release. We are this market has been chopping inside of a range, a big range here for the past 2 days, right? It entered the range right here at the beginning of the week. So from Monday it has been ranging. Absolutely nothing to do inside of this range on the higher time frames, but yes, we are looking for important sales here, important sales with big sales. Now let's pinpoint some key levels in this market. As you can see, we have these highs right here. Very important zone. If you ask me, these highs is where we saw that build up in sell orders, right? That build up in sell orders. That pushed price all the way down to the 1615 level. So if you look at this in historic price action, it is quite important. So what can happen, right? If we get a rally towards that level before non-farm payrolls, before CPI numbers, we are going to wait and see CPI for those CPI numbers. And if they come higher than expected, I am going to be selling gold into this rally. Now, if CPI numbers come very low, that means that what the Federal Reserve is doing is working. So that means that the US dollar is going to come down on CPI releases, which means that I'm going to be a gold buyer. And by all means, I'm looking for both, for any of, I don't have a bias here. You cannot have a bias on an economic release. That is just, that is fucking dumb, right? You cannot have a bias on an economic release. But you can prepare for that plan, right? So I'm preparing for both of those plans, and here's my the first plan, right? If the CPI numbers come higher than expected, I will be a seller right here. And if the CPIs come lower, very low, very low, lower than expected, I'll be a buyer in gold. That's as simple as it comes, right? If you have any questions, just post it on the chat, please. Because this is going to be a very important economic release, because the market has and is, expecting higher and higher interest rates out of the Federal Reserve, right? So inflation numbers is how you can measure, or not measure, but you can have a gauge on what the Federal Reserve is going to do, right? Or if those inflation, those hikes are already out of the market. On the 15 minute, let's go to the 10-minute chart, guys. I'm going to pinpoint some levels, and as you can see, this is the range that I'm looking for. I mean, this is the range that I am looking at on gold. So on the very short term frame, we have these highs, another range, right? This is today's range. So I'll do this later. This is today's range, and right here, yeah, very, actually here. Oh, what do you know? Perfect match. So this is today's range, guys. This is today's range. Trading gold right now would be very, very ill-advised. Why? Because, as you already know, we have CPI numbers, and we are not going to get that big move until the CPI numbers are released within an hour and 20 minutes. So Olympia is going to be live for that release, guys. I am just going to be trading it on my own. So there will be no live trading on CPI releases. But if you want my signal, subscribe now, because the last time that the CPIs were released, mates, this market moved extremely fast to the downside for about well, it moved 280 pips to the downside, and that's what my VIPs are going to be getting today. So if you want that, if you want those signals, just subscribe. As October is normally bullish, does that place in tech? Nah, I don't look at that. So that's the plan, guys, and levels to be defined. Levels to be defined. Stop losses. Stop losses that I will be using for those trades. Now, remember, that is if and only if price stays within this today's range. This is today's range, and this is to this week's range. So today's range, mates, quite simple. If CPI numbers come higher than expected, I will be selling gold immediately at market. Stop losses are going to be above my weekly range. And if it comes lower than expected, I will be looking for buys with stop losses below these weekly ranges. It sounds simple, but it's not. My VIPs are going to get those signals. So please subscribe if you want those. Don't trade alone when you can trade with professionals by your side. Now that's gold. Is that US oil trade buy stop or buy limit? Oh shit, it is buy limit. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. The porn sites are here, so that means we are doing something good. All right, so there you go. That's gold. Don't try to front run this. All right, so a couple of things. Don't try to front. I'm gonna talk to you. Hold on. I'm gonna talk to you. Right. First thing, do not try to front run CPI numbers. It doesn't matter if the forecasts are good. Do not try to front run this. I mean, most people. I'm sorry. Oh. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Most people are. Most newbie traders that look at the forecast decide to take a trade before the news is released, and most likely they're going to burn that money because you can't front or you can't know for sure if the forecasts are going to hold or not, and most importantly, the levels that you see before the release are most likely never going to hold the daily levels. So you need to look for better levels during the high volatility of the announcement. So don't front run this. All right. Really? Oh yeah. Did I wrote by limit? Why are you making me second guess myself then, man? Derek? No, who was it? Kumar? You're making me second guess myself. Shit. Let me see. Buy limit. It's a buy fucking limit. Oh yeah. I'm sorry about that, Ciao Bello. Shit. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I hope you understood what I said. I hope you understood what I said. Let's check on those buy limits in crude oil, by the way. Ooh, oh yes. Oh yeah, baby. Let's go to a 7-minute chart. Still not there yet. Looking good though. I am only risking 0.5% on this trade if you are a VIP. If you're not a VIP, hold on, let me go. I need to go, to the bathroom. Just a second. All right, I'm back. So I'm only risking 0.5% on this trade. Let's see. Let me double check. Let me double check these levels, guys. Just a little double check. Yeah, this looks good. Let's see. Yeah, most likely we are going to get in. And you know what? I'll do that on my own. Now let's have a look at some volume here in this market. Just yeah, man, this is the demand level. I don't want to be involved in any other level long in this market. If I don't get triggered, I don't get triggered. If I don't get tapped in, I don't get tapped in, mate. Boom, 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 boom. Right, so any more questions, guys? Because that's what a buy limit is. Kumar, just try to fucking place it, and you're going to be able to place it on your MT4. If you want to buy, all right, I'm gonna talk to you, Kumar. Hold on. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna bring my microphone here, right? Hold on. A little 101 on entry orders. If you want to buy below current market price, you use a buy limit. If you want to buy above market price, you use a buy stop. If you want to sell above market price, you use a sell limit. And if you want to sell below market price, you use a sell stop. Hope that helps. All right. The porn sites are really, 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 really spamming us. No, it's not about brokers. I mean, orders are the same in all brokers. But hope that helps, mate. So, how many of you did just subscribe to the VIP group? I want to see some hands here. Let's see some hands. All right, so this is my crude oil order. Pretty good, looking good. So I'm targeting this imbalance fill right here. This imbalance fill right here. I'm not gonna be greedy, but yeah, it's a nice 7R trade in in this market. Very possibly we're going to get a massive move to the upside. Philip Tito, welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Kingsley, how are you, mate? Kumar, thank you. Welcome to the team. Host Computer, Bass, welcome. Everybody subscribe today. That's fun. All right, what can I say about the markets other than what I haven't said before? Oh, let me talk to you about the F1 strategy for a little bit. This is a strategy that I developed. This is the US dollar versus the Japanese yen long up trade on the F1 strategy. Joseph, welcome. So basically, this strategy is very cool. What this strategy does, Chris, how are you, mate? Welcome to the fucking team. So what this strategy does, mate, it's moi je parle français aussi si tu veux, Chiquitos. Tu peux poser les questions en français, mais je vais reprendre en anglais because I think that nobody speaks French here. What time frame is this FVG? What is FVG? Joseph. So to anybody that doesn't speak English very well and wants to answer a question, wants a question answered by me, you can ask in French or in Spanish too. I speak perfect French, and as you know, my native language is Spanish, not English. So there you go. Ouais, moi je parle français aussi, mec. Y a pas que toi qui parle français. Right. So there you go. All right. So the F1 strategy, mates. The F1 strategy is a defined set of rules. Now, the good thing about, let me talk to you. I'm gonna fucking talk to you. Yeah. So, hold on. So, the F1 strategy, let's talk about the F1 strategy because, and hear me out. It took me about a year to develop this strategy, right? I had an idea of what I wanted, and I started playing with a set of indicators that could give me what I really wanted. And I had to tweak this indicator, take out this indicator, tweak the other one, until I got some decent and constant results, right? Then I had to back test my entries on most of the markets that I trade. That's what took me a fucking long time. And when I was backtesting them, I had to unplug leaks Well, I'm sorry, I had to plug leaks in the system. Now, when I released this system, right, it was already proven to be profitable. And the cool thing is that if you are new to trading and you're learning how to trade, this is what you need, right? You need a profitable trading system that has a defined set of rules that can be applied to any fucking market, any market. And what you do, and also it gives you on your chart your entry levels with the orange lines and your take profit levels with the green lines. So there's nothing else to do but wake up every day and just scan those markets, scan for the best opportunities, and the F1 strategy yields trades every single day, right? And I'm giving a 30% discount on the F1 strategy if that is what you want. So I'm gonna give you a discount in a while. I'm just gonna show you right now today's F1 strategy setup. Right, so this is the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. We use the 50-minute chart on the left for bias, right? For bias, we are very bullish right now. This is technical based, right? And here is the 5-minute chart where we use our entries. So this was yesterday's F1 strategy. So have a look at that. This is how the Japanese yen did yesterday on the F1 strategy setup. Boom, boom. There you go. 3R yesterday, and I am looking for a 171R today. Now, the F1 strategy, I'm not going to tell you the rules that we use or which indicators I have plugged on my chart, but we mostly follow the trend, and this is how powerful that strategy is. And I name it F1 because of how powerful Formula 1 cars are. I don't even watch fucking Formula 1. I hate it, to be honest, to be watching a car going around and round in circles in a track. But, you know, I dig the name, so sue me. Je comprends un peu l'anglais, mais vite fait, mais j'essaie de comprendre ce que tu expliques grâce au graphe. Ok, mec, mais si tu veux poser une question, bienvenue, et juste pose-la. Non, ok, moi je vais répondre en anglais, en français. If I use so, hold on. Ce que je cherche ici, mec, ce que je cherche ici, c'est, yeah, je cherche un buy setup yeah, en fait, t'as compris. Ouais, je cherche un buy setup. No, mate, that yesterday's US dollar Japanese yen was an F1 setup. I don't send F1 trades to the VIP group. That is another completely different product. If you want, I mean, I'm sending one F1 setup for free every single day today, this week, because I have a 30% promotion discount, but that is going to stop. Last day's F1 was on Euro USD. Exactly. Yes. So let's have a look. I've sent 4 F1 setups and or 3 F1 setups, and last one was Euro Aussie. That one stopped out that one was a losing trade, but the days before was a winning trade, and the day before was a break-even trade. So overall, the F1 strategy is up about 1% this week on those trades alone, right? On those trades alone. Because you didn't, I didn't send you guys yesterday's US dollar Japanese yen. That would have been a good one, right? Yes, it's on a different channel. So the F1 strategy, right, the F1 strategy is a system that you can learn how to trade by yourself, right? So we do have a chat room, and it is a chat room, not a channel. with not a channel with alert. It is a chat room where you can talk directly to me. And if you buy the F1 strategy, then you get a lifetime access to my private F1 strategy chat room. So there you go. You know what? There you go. So if you want the F1 strategy, this is the sales page. And if you really want it, here is a 30% discount. Use this code at the checkout to get that F1 strategy. Yeah, it is expensive, and if you can afford it, just save up, because I am not lowering that price. Took me a year, and you get a lifetime access. So no, it's not expensive at all, to be completely honest. Yeah, so that's me, guys. Thank you for joining me. Woof, come on, baby. Just a few pips to get triggered. All this liquidity being taken out. This is the last of them. So this is a cool thing. When I see this, liquidity being taken out every single way. I mean, all of this liquidity got taken out. Then this liquidity got taken out. These are early buyers, weak ass players buying in the dip too early, getting taken out. Then we got the last one of them about to get fucked, and then we are going to get triggered. So yesterday I told you the first thing that I look into the market is people that have gotten fucked, and then what I look after that is people about to get fucked, and then I place my order. So simple as that. So there are two things. If you want the my gold trade during inflation numbers, subscribe now to the fucking VIP group, please. And if you want the power of the F1 strategy in you, there you go with a 30% discount. I'm gonna say goodbye to you, so I'm gonna talk to you. So, right, thank you for joining me today, guys. I had fun. Remember, trade safe. Don't not over leverage yourself. There's no need for that. Trying to hit home runs is how you go broke, because one trade can really break you. The thing about this is, if you don't have enough, if you feel that you don't have enough money to make a living out of trading, there's tons of funding firms, out there. Just save up, and you can use the F1 strategy. I mean, we have tons of people, traders, just passing challenges with the F1 strategy and making money every single day, every single month, out of a $100,000 account, all because of the F1 strategy. So the F1 strategy is paying by itself with them. Don't forget that. Thank you for joining me. Olympius next with the CPI data.